that movie. On the UK opening day, which was the 29th of August 2014, I went to the theatres to go see If I Stay. I think that's my new favourite film. I've never cried so much at a movie in all my life. It just got to the end point and there was tears down my face. I was crying so much. So if you have not guessed, I'm going to be reviewing If I Stay by Gail Forman, the film. I'm not going to give any spoilers. This is a spoiler-free review, so you can stay for the duration of the video. So If I Stay is a book by Gail Forman. I don't have the physical copy, but I have the copy on my Kindle, as you can probably see. But this book is about a girl and her family get into a car crash. Her family dies in this car crash, which you were told in the trailer, so I am not spoiling it to be technical. If she wakes up, she's an orphan, so she either has to live for love or she can die with her family, and she has to try and figure out how to live or die because she's stuck in the middle, so it's kind of like purgatory. I went to see this movie and I had alright expectations for it. I wasn't expecting it to be the best film, I wasn't expecting it to be the worst, it was kind of in between. And I've heard a lot about this book and it's been so many mixed reviews on this book. So I decided I'm going to go to this film, I'm not going to read the book, and I'm just going to go completely blank and I'm going to watch the film and see what I think for the start, and then from the film I'm going to decide if I want to read the book or if I don't want to read the book. So I went to the film and I was walking along and I bought my ticket for the film and I purchased it, and I waited an hour basically just waiting about the cinema with my friend. And finally it got to 5 o'clock. The movie wasn't shown until 5:40, but they let us in at 5. So we went, we got our seats, we were talking for a while, and then advert started. So I was very excited at this point, and then when the movie started, it opened up in kind of white clouds going in, and it was so beautiful the way it was. I have never seen a movie that's so compelling and complex, and it had flashbacks which usually they don't work in some films, but in this film they just seem to work so well because you could tell, it was so easy to tell that it was a flashback. It was just like a different kind of shade from the way the actual film would be, so you could tell that was a flashback and then it's going to go on and be real life. Then we meet Chloe Grace Moretz, her family, her mom and her little brother and father obviously, and the characters are just so amazing. I could not have said any better actors would be there to play these roles because these actors played them so perfectly. I have an obsession for Chloe Grace Moretz at the moment, and this movie just made me love her like 10 times more. And when she plays Cassie in The Fifth Wave, I cannot wait for that. That's going to be amazing because I know Chloe Grace Moretz is so physical and she puts everything into her characters, so I'm really excited to see her playing Cassie. And even just If I Stay, she was so amazing and I just couldn't take my eyes off her little brother, her mom, her dad, everyone. They were so talented, and the plot to this film, oh my gosh, this was incredible. Jamie Blackley, who plays Adam, goes and he walks past the music room. He hears Chloe playing the cello, so he goes to the door of the music room and he's like, wow, that is good. And then he's like, I can have a crush on her, and she's like, whoa, the hot guy has a crush on me, when her friend comes in and tells her that he has a crush on her. Yeah, that happens, and basically I just love this film so much. I cannot wait to get this on DVD because I will watch this every single night from now on because it's so perfect and amazing. When we meet Adam, I died in the cinema. I was like, oh my god, he is beautiful, capital B, and then just put sexy and attractive and amazing and hot and gorgeous and perfect in front of all that, because Jamie plays him so well. and I kind of had a crush on him for a while now since I seen the trailer for If I Stay, and I googled loads of pictures, and yeah, they're all on my phone, so what you gonna do about it? I have no faults in this film, I have to say. The ending, I was so mad at the ending. I was gonna kill someone when the film ended. The woman up back shouted, "I want a refund," because she was so angry that it ended like that. I was like, I need to read that book, I need to read the second book, I need to read the third book. These books need to be made into films because they are so amazing and they're so captivating. Everybody in this story is immensely talented, and when Chloe's playing the cello, you can't even tell that it's not her playing it. She gets the passion from the instrument perfect. Like, she's just playing there, and her facial expressions are amazing when she's auditioning for Juilliard, and every time she's playing this cello, it's like she really is playing the cello. She hasn't got a stunt double or anything for it. This is her and the cello, and she has the passion for it, and she has the passion for the music. So to be such an incredible actor that you can portray that is wonderful in itself. Never mind taking on the role of the character and then adding to it and just making it her own. I want to go and see the film again. Everybody cried in the cinema, I'm going to be honest. Not one person walked out of there that was not crying. I seen it. I had tears streaming down my face. I was like, oh my gosh, no. No, this can't happen. Even just thinking back to it gives me teary eyes, because it's like, it is so hard the way the events happen, but it's so captivating because this is a real story that could actually happen. It's not as if it's like false detail or false hope in any way. This could happen to somebody, anybody. Obviously maybe not the after death thing, because nobody knows what happens after death. I think this film deserves a 10 out of 10. Full on amazing. I had no faults with it. I loved every second sitting in that cinema, and I did not want to move from the seat when the film was over. Now obviously I got made to, but yeah, that's a different story. So honestly, if I were you, I would get your things right now, get your money, go to the nearest cinema, book the next screening of If I Stay, watch it, come back and just cry in your bed all night, because that's what I done. There's no other way. You will break down once you see this film. I highly recommend it to anybody who is looking for just a film, or a sad film, or maybe a happy film as well. Some parts are happy. When the grandpa comes in and says his little speech, I am so done when he comes in. And I looked over the first chapter of the book just briefly, and so far from the first chapter, they are word for word on their quotes, which I'm very impressed about, because you always want your favourite book or a book to be made exactly to scale to a film, and obviously there's not enough time in the film industry to make a 7-hour-long film on your favourite book, but to see that they still have the quotes and the expressions of the characters, I love that. I love to see that so much. And the scenes were just so beautiful in the film that it just makes you want to not get out that cinema, and it ripped my heart out. It ripped my heart in half, and it made me want to cry all night long. Go in there with tissues. Just go in there with bags and bags of tissues. I think I flooded the cinema with my tears, and the woman in front of me's tears, and the men behind me's tears. Everybody's tears were just coming into one, and the cinema, when they opened the doors at the end, just whoosh. It was like an ocean in the hallway when we were done. We were like swimming to get out. It's not just a sad film. There are parts where it's really, really funny, and I love to see that in a film, because it's like, it's a sad film, but it's also being made humorous in some way too. So to see that there's parts of it that's compelling and funny, and there's romance, there's sadness, 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 sadness. There's so much emotion in this film that it breaks you, it just tears you down. See, everything just kind of flushes out of you. You know them nights when you just kind of, it's a crying night and you just want to sit in your room and cry, and you're just like, right, this is my night, I'm going to sit and I'm going to have a good cry to myself. Well, yeah, after this film you won't need one of them for about a few months later, because this film just drains you altogether. So if you're looking to drain yourself, go watch this film, because once you come out you will have no emotions left in your body, which can either be a good thing or a bad thing. You'll fall in love with Adam, because I did. Now I can't get over it. Basically, this film was perfect and incredible, and you just have to go and see this film. So book your tickets, get to the nearest cinema, book your viewing, pick your seats, pick them like at the side, where if you don't like crying in front of people, pick them up the back or down the front, because I hate sitting at the front, so not a lot of people sit at the front. So go sit there and cry your eyes out all you want, because nobody will really. You know what? Get over yourself, because everybody else in cinema is crying behind you, so it doesn't really matter if you're crying or not. So go to the cinema right now. Just pause this video, head on, and then come back and press play again. Do that. I have an obsession with the cello right now after seeing that film. I am going to learn how to play the cello, because she's just so incredible and I want to learn now. So yeah, if you want to learn how to play the cello and you want to get some inspiration for it, go watch this. I hope you enjoyed my review on If I Stay, the movie, not the book. And I am going to go read the book now, because I am dying to find out what happens after this. So without further ado, I'm going to go. And if you enjoyed, if you hated it, if you maybe got inspiration out of it, give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you all with a new video next week. Bye!